Guys, deluded. Commiserations to Uruguay. Congratulations to France, obviously, as they advance to the next round and play, which I believe will be Belgium. Sadly, I want it to be Brazil or Brazil. But let's talk about Torreira. Torreira watch. We're back again. Now, we've been here. For me, Torreira's best game, arguably, I've seen in this World Cup now that it's over for him. Probably Russia, Portugal. He was decent today against France. And before we get into it, at least my man can finally have his medical. Commiserations to Uruguay. I mean, they're a nation. I believe they've got a land of 3 million people, the same as Jamaica. So I can see how big of an achievement it is. And yeah, the Uruguayans can be proud of what they've done for their country and their nation, each and every one of them. I mean, it's sad and it's these words are of little importance considering they're out now and they wanted to win it. For the likes of Suarez and Cavani, probably your last one where you have a realistic chance of being in your peak powers. It's a commiserations thing. I mean, it was a bit moist seeing Jimenez cry before the final whistle. I mean, that's a bit loser's mentality, in my opinion. Weren't a fan of the handbags that Uruguay were coming with. It was just elbows and these things. It was a bit like Colombia against England. You don't want to see none of that, really, and it's just a bit of sourness. But in regards to Torreira, like you saw, it's actually harsh on France because I did believe Uruguay actually had the better game, to be fair, and then France took their advantage with that lovely set piece from Griezmann and then into Varane. And both goals, obviously the goal that Muslera dropped, it was two cheap goals, so I don't think anyone from Uruguay necessarily played bad. I mean, if you're going to pick someone out, Suarez, you never had a shot, and Suarez is your go-to man. There's no Cavani there. Probably could have done better, but more back to Torreira, I felt he had a decent game. Before I praise him for, I don't believe it's a game to gas up his performance because he weren't amazing, but he was just simply competent. Arsenal, that's what we want. He, again, positionally intact, staying with the centre half, screening and trying to cut out crosses, getting close to people before they're allowed to pick out a pass. He was doing all of that, recovering the ball well. There was a lovely one in like the 32nd minute or the 31st minute. He got into like a double tackle where he tackled Mbappe. Then he won it expertly off Pogba. He jumped for a header and he actually did all right against Giroud. Of course, 9 times out of 10, he's not beating Giroud in the air, and that's a weakness of his for obvious reasons. But it's nice to see a man's relishing the physical thing. Obviously, there were bits of his game he could have played better. If I'm honest, probably all Uruguayan players could have done a bit better from the set piece for the first goal. So yeah, he was his usual self, breaking down play. His passing was good. He was like decent passes. For me, he's got a better passing range than he showed in this World Cup through what I've watched of the season at Sampdoria, and I want to see that shine. In the second half, as they were chasing the game, you saw him pass it forward a bit more rather than sideways. But that's not what he's there for. He's there to ultimately be competent, win the ball back and consistent, and that's what he's done in the three games he started, and 4 in total that he's played, I believe, or just over 4. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, man. He made more interceptions than everyone on the pitch apart from Kante. I mean, if Kante is the only one that's made more interceptions than you, I'd take that. I mean, it means you're doing something right. Kante's an animal and he's been insane this World Cup, to be fair, man. And he's in my team probably in my team of the tournament if he continues, man. And they said Kante's a one-season wonder. He can't do it again in the Prem. He can't do it in the Champs. Fair play to that one. He can't do it at World Cup level. I mean, Kante is quality. But back to Kante. I mean, moving on from Kante back to Torreira, it was a decent game. Statistically, I think he played the most forward passes out of the Uruguayan people. He made interceptions. He didn't lose the ball too often. He just simply done his job. And if you're an Arsenal fan, this is what you want to see. I mean, Xhaka is normally played in that role. Yeah, you could say Xhaka could play there due to ball playing, but it's not him. Torreira is way more mobile, way more combative, way more sensible than Xhaka in that, because Xhaka, as he calls himself, a fake 10, essentially. His strengths are going forward. Now, that doesn't mean Xhaka and him can't play together. It could be a beautiful thing, or Torreira, Ramsey, or whatever. There's many different options. I've said it in many of vids. There's many different options in midfield we can have. And again, I don't want to be gassing up Torreira and saying he's going to do this and that. We need to let the man adapt. We need to let him find his feet. I personally think he'll hit the ground running just on the basis that he's showing what you want in the Prem. In the Prem, you need to be on a physical battle and want to contest. And this is a man, last game, he put his face in front of a football. So he's shown he's not afraid in that front. Obviously, he'll need time to adapt. It's a faster league and all of that jazz. So I want to give him time. But yeah, man, the only bad thing I could probably say from him is he could have played a bit more forward passes. Obviously, his set pieces were decent as well. And Lacazette and Aubameyang, you need to get on the end of them when he plays for Arsenal. The corners were very good. His 1 free kick, or the 2 free kicks he put in were into good areas. And one actually, I think, who got the header? It could have been Caceres. Caceres forced a lovely save from Lloris. Great save from Lloris. And Godin should be scoring, but he's a centre-half. You want your strikers to be there. So, yeah, man. 37th minute as well. He broke down play. Lovely play taking off Mbappe again. So, that's what you want. I mean, it weren't the best of games. Not his fault. I'm not going to sit here and rant. And you guys know I rate him highly, but I'm not going to sit here and say he played amazing for no reason. Out of 10, I give him a 6. Like, there's nothing. 5.5, 6. I mean, I give him a 5.5 on the basis that clearly you were one of the better Uruguayan players. But Uruguay didn't win, so everybody could have done a bit better. I'm not going to say 7's a bit hard. You got to play amazing for a 7, and there weren't enough in the game for it to be a 7. 8, again, 8 and up. I'm overdoing it. So I think 5.5/6 out of 10 is a decent showing. And if we're honest, that's what you want at Arsenal. If a man's just breaking up play, winning the ball back and passing it and doing that, and we don't hear from him past that, that's what us Arsenal fans actually want to hear. Or I speak for myself when I say that, and I'm sure a lot of you Arsenal fans want that as well. So yeah, man. Yeah, the biggest thing I want to see his personality on the ball come through a bit more. Because again, I do think his passing is good. He's not on the level of Santi Cazorla. I've said that before, but it does remind me of Santi at times when he plays it over the top and things like that. And he needs to show it. For me, again, he's here to break down play and stuff, but he's very decent on the ball. I want that personality to shine through a bit and make him more of a complete player. Because if you look at how Kante played at Leicester to how Kante plays at Chelsea, is similar, but it's completely different. Have you seen how Kante's actually improved on the ball? Ball carrying. Again, you don't want Kante in certain areas, and he's never going to score in these areas, but he's at areas where he has opportunities to score and take shots and stuff. Something Conte said you need to improve on the ball, and he has, and the benefits are there for France, because I mean, he's always been able to carry a ball, but you're seeing it. It just makes you more of a complete player. Again, that's not what a man's roles are. Kante's is box to box, defensive sort of midfielder, not like for like, but break down play, recover it. But he can pass the ball a bit better now. So you get where I'm going. I want to see Torreira's personality on the ball shine a bit more, but if it doesn't shine through and he keeps doing what he's been doing on today and the rest of the World Cup, it's calm. So yeah, I don't want to be gassing man after how many World Cup games he's played and things like that. I mean, remember Xhaka in the Euros, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, you saw him go forward a bit more as they chased the game, but it is what it is. So yeah, man, there's nothing more to say on that front. Guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest if you wish. Yeah, I'm out, man. Thank you for watching.